time to get a new workshop set up. Here we are. Doesn't quite look like much yet, but we've got good plans. The space is just over 500 square feet. It has 10-foot ceilings and room for growth. First up, we got to work on the wiring. Right now, we only have a grand total of 2 outlets and 2 lights. So a lot of work needs to be done in terms of electrical in here. We're going to be putting another 100 amp sub panel in over here to help with that. But we're hoping to get a mini split out here eventually once we get more power out here, but also we definitely want to get it better insulated first before we just start hemorrhaging heating and cooling. The walls aren't insulated. The garage door behind me is older, not insulated. Pretty sure the attic above is not insulated either. I need to check that out, but much work to be done. Keep watching. Make sure you check your local codes before doing any electrical work in your home.
Because the hole's not 1 inch, it's like 3/4. Okay.
See that massive truck they brought in?
Yeah, I make sure it got here on time. Yeah.
Got the wire. Before we got to this point, I actually made a scale model of my garage floor layout along with all of my tools so that I could move them around and try to decide where I wanted things to be and therefore where I needed electrical outlets to be. While the main panel was being installed, I got to work with a utility knife and actually a pocket-sized Sawzall to start cutting the outlet boxes. I know some of you are going to be like, you're crazy, just use a multi-tool. But with how small this blade is and with how small the tool itself is, it's actually really fun to use, and I find it to be easier to control than a multi-tool. My dad and I were a really good team on this project, and thankfully he did the more annoying outlet boxes that had the wiring for the 220, since that wire is a heavier gauge and a little trickier to bend to your will, but I did the rest, and I actually really enjoy this part. He taught me everything that I know, and he's very meticulous with his electrical skills and likes to be very neat and tidy, and so I like to think that I'm definitely taking after him in that regard and doing my best. Vlog update. We were just drilling holes in the attic to go through the bottom plate of the 2nd story wall, through the top plate of the garage wall, to drop wires down to outlets. So now I'm finally doing the first hole, actually, where the wires are coming from the electrical panel. And my fish wire is like hitting something, and we've just discovered a random 2x4 bracing or something blocking the entire cavity between the studs leading to the electrical box. So just another problem to solve. Wish me luck. Well, unfortunately, the solution was to cut another hole in the drywall to be able to put a drill in on this side and finish making more holes for the wires to go through. But we did get the job done, and it's just about time to put the panel cover on securely and fire up the power once and for all. Every breaker is flipped on except for these 2, which are spares for the future. For our very simple test, we're gonna see if my battery charger turns on when I plug her in. Oh, baby. We have power. We have liftoff. So we got a 220 on this wall, and then these 110s are just daisy chained all the way down. That's just gonna be low voltage stuff. I need to get some more covers still, but actually I'm gonna shut this off. Too loud. This outlet, these 2, the left and right outlet are on different breakers so that I can put my exhaust for the laser on a different breaker. That was an existing outlet. Then we have another 220, which will be for the G700. And then this set of outlets are 2 separate breakers as well for the CNC needs that I'm envisioning going back here. Right now it's just sad right there. And then we have a 110, a 220, and another 110 down there, and some up there in the ceiling. That's where we're at. Keep watching. We have a lot more updates coming to this space.